Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Okay, as you can see on the title, today we're going to be doing my must-watch list. So basically this list is everything I've been watching recently, like the shows I've been watching. Do note that some of them are new, some of them are old, so don't judge me. First on my list is American Gods. I started watching this show, I think 2017, and I fell in love. Like, basically, it's like a fantasy drama, and it's based on the book called American Gods by this guy. Well, first season, I actually enjoyed first season. Second season, I found it a bit hard to finish it. You had to concentrate a lot, and a lot of things didn't make sense sometimes. Eventually they did. You had to have a lot of aha moments, oh, okay, you had to remember. But it was good. I would recommend that you watch it if you're into it. It's fantasy, it's got some action, it's got some bao shika wong wong, you know what I'm saying? It also has a lot of famous actors, okay? So Orlando Jones, who plays Mr. Nancy, he's a stand-up comedian. I think his role was really amazing. A lot of them. There were a lot of good actors. For example, Ian McShane, he plays as Wednesday. He was on John Wick 3 and some of the other John Wicks. And Hellboy, the new one. He was also on Pirates and the Caribbean, Game of Thrones, Ray Donovan, The Golden Compass, you name it, Pointers. You probably were watching him, just didn't know you were watching him. Crispin Glover, who plays Mr. World, he's also on there. The other movie that I've seen him on is Charlie's Angels. But that was back in the days. Back. 90s kids will know. Well, 90s kids aren't even kids anymore. How crazy is that? 90s kids are not kids anymore. They're adults. People are getting married, people getting babies, people getting both. Anyway, the third season, apparently, it's going to consist of 10 episodes. And it's set to film, well, it's already started filming because it was set to film on the 20th of September this year. And next year, we're going to get season 3. So I definitely recommend that. It's an American series and you can watch it on Starz. I rate American Gods a 7 out of 10. That rating is because it really was going to be a 10 if season 2 was as good as season 1. But that wasn't the case. Season 1 was fantastic. And then season 2 was kind of like a flat tire for me. The car's still going, but it's a bit wobbly. It's a bit unsafe. It's a bit rocky, you know what I'm saying? Second on my list is Legion. Okay, so Legion is a very strange series, but it's very enjoyable. So I found out that it's a Marvel. Well, it's associated with Marvel. It's action-filled. There's a lot of psychological stuff, man. They temper with your mental. Okay, so be prepared. That's the thing that I like. I like series that make me think, that make me question things, series that make me feel even if it's a fantasy, it's written so well, it's so convincing. You're like, wow, what if this is real? And you forget that, babes, this is fake. It's fake news. Legion is a science fiction. It's a thriller. It's a romance. It's like a romance in some scenes, some moments. I guess I'm not gonna ruin it for you. I found out that the program creator for Legion is a guy called Noah Hawley. Oh, however it's said, I'm so sorry. He also created Fargo. Okay, and Fargo was also a very strange. I only watched a few episodes because I remember when I started watching it, I was still in high school and there was no time to be watching TV on new shows. I had to catch up on the shows that I actually watched, so I didn't have time to start new things. But anyway, he also created Fargo, so if you're into that kind of vibe, it almost is like that. So it's fantasy, action, psychological drama, psychological thriller, low-key romance. The network that it's shown on is called FX. I give it a rating of 8 out of 10. And this is because, again, like American Gods, first season, fire flames, okay? They left us at this amazing, sexy, succulent, juicy cliffhanger where we're oh my word, I can't believe that is the last episode. You're I can't wait. Give it back to me. Then they come season 2 and, I don't know, it just didn't have the punch that I needed it to have, since the ending of like the last season. First season was like so good. So that's why I give it an 8, which is not a bad mark. Like, it's still 80%. It's a distinction. Moving on. The next one on my list is Black Mirror. Now, if you know me, okay, you know I love Black Mirror. I must have told you about Black Mirror. If we talk about things we watch, I should have told you. Because Black Mirror is fire. Okay, that series is addictive, and it is thought-provoking. It is dark. It's very dark. It's twisted. It's, man, it's everything you want to feel when you're watching something. It's exciting. It's lovely. The actors, the casting on the series, guys. Yo, perfect acting.
Acting, people, is action and reaction. Oh, yes, son, yes. Oh, yes, that is true.
Done properly. It was wonderful. Each season was like different. Each episode is different. You don't actually have to watch, like, let's say if right now you go on Netflix, it's a Netflix original, by the way, and let's say you only manage to get season 2, episode 2, you could watch it because there is a continuation, but not quite. Like, you'll understand, but I'm not going to ruin it. But it's a really, really good series. Black Mirror is honestly amazing. What genre it is, from what I saw, okay, it is definitely a sci-fi. It is drama. It is thriller. Some comical episodes, moments. It is very dark. It is tragic comedy sometimes. Like, you're laughing, but you feel like uncomfortable to be laughing, but you're laughing. It's incredible. It also is like dystopia, so it's like the world. Sci-fi. I'm not gonna say anything else. Sci-fi is all you're getting. There were some episodes that were like exciting, thought-provoking, juicy, nice acting, nice monologues, gave you everything. And in some episodes, it dragged, or you're like, it's not that deep. Especially after they set the standard here, and then you can't come with an episode here. Like, you need to keep the levels. That's the thing when you're so good. You played yourself, because now we expect more. We expect better. So don't come at us with mediocre, because you should have started there, not there. You know what I'm saying? I give that a 9 out of 10. The next show that I'm going to be talking about is Dark. Dark is a German series. It's got 2 seasons. I've only watched the first season. I'm not even done with the first season, but it had to be on this list because so far it is incredible. It is demanding. That's one thing I can say. Like, one negative thing I can say about this series is that it's very demanding of your attention. Like, you can't be half paying attention to your phone or thinking about something else, because you're going to miss something very important and crucial to like the story and you understanding on like what's going on. It's in German, so there's subtitles also, because you need to be reading the subtitles. So you can't be focused on anything else because it's a very complex storyline. You need to keep up or else you get left behind. And if you get left behind, you won't enjoy the rest of the episodes. Like, I don't know how to further explain that, but I really like the series so far. The characters are good. There's this kind of like mystery. You're always thinking like, what could this person be up to? Or who is this person? Like, why is this person the way they are right now? What shaped them to be this person? And the series gives you that. They show you. Like, the things that you wish that they would show you, they show you. If they haven't yet, eventually they're going to show you. So I like Dark so far. Dark is a science fiction and it's a thriller, a drama. I would rate it a 9 out of 10 thus far. And that's just on, I think, the first 7 episodes that I've watched. And so far, so good. I don't even mind the fact that I'm reading subtitles half the time because it's a good show. It's nicely written. It's a breath of fresh air because it's something different. Like, I'm always watching either American or British, you know, but it's different. Now I'll watch a show that is strictly German. So kudos. If you're from Germany, watch the show. If you're not from Germany, still watch the show. Next is Sex Education. Sex Education is a Netflix original, and it's a teen drama. It's a comedy, sometimes romance, sometimes, but mostly just a drama and comedy and teen sitcom, maybe. It tackles like teenage problems, and man, I might not be a teenager anymore, but I definitely still enjoyed the series because there's something charming about the way that it's written. You want to be harsh on it because it's about teenagers, like it's a teenage series, and you start off with this. I started off with this like already critical mindset, and then slowly, you know, you find yourself cracking a smile. You're like, oh, that's funny, you know, whatever. I'll laugh at that. And then you end up just cracking up. You're like, oh my goodness, this is genius. And the casting crew for this show also, everyone blends in with one another. Everyone complements one another. The characters make sense. Like the character description, if I was to maybe read what they wanted to depict and what they did, I'm pretty sure it is congruent, honey, because I was satisfied, thoroughly satisfied. Okay, you get Denise's approval. With Sex Education, there's only one season because it's a new series. I think it only came out this year. It's originally from Britain, from the UK. I also was shocked. I was like, wow, okay, didn't know that. My rating for Sex Education is 9 out of 10. And it's 9 out of 10 because it's a great show and I was entertained. It was a good storyline, good plot, and I would watch season 2 again. So definitely a 9 out of 10 for me. Next on the list is one of my favorites. Peaky Blinders, guys. Okay? Peaky Blinders, guys, is amazing. It's an action, it's a thriller, it's a crime, it's a historical war, post-war. It's based on real life events. They exaggerated a bit, so they get creative with it, but it's real. Know what I'm saying? It's an action, it's a crime drama, it's a historical fiction. It's wonderful. There's a little bit of romance in there. There's family values. There's juiciness. There's everything you need if you like thrilling and historical series. I don't know what else to say. Peaky Blinders is fantastic. The actors are fantastic. Everyone on that series, even the extras are phenomenal. The casting, I think you're going to get tired of me saying casting on this video, but pointers, the actors in this damn series. Let me read them to you. Okay. There's Cillian Murphy. He plays Thomas Shelby, the main actor. Let me tell you. Cillian, if you ever watch this, you did the things from Africa, South Africa, coming from a Zimbabwean girl living in Salva. I would like to say that I am a fan. You are a phenomenal actor, and I enjoyed the series because you were also part of it. So the people who chose the people to act in this series, your casting skills are phenomenal. Helen McCrory played Polly Gray. Polly is such a lovable character. Paul Anderson plays Arthur, one of my favorite actors and supporting actors in this series. The way he depicts his character, it looks effortless. You would also think that this is how he just is, but that's just how phenomenal his acting was. There was also Finn Cole, who played Michael Gray, good-looking man. Very good-looking man. Tom Hardy was in the series, guys. Tom Hardy was amazing. Hey, this character, totally different from anything I've ever seen Tom Hardy act in. And it was beautiful because I was not even focused on just the male, which is Tom Hardy. Tom Hardy is hot, fire flame spitting. And I didn't even feel like, looking at him like a sex symbol during the series because he was a different character. I just knew it was Tom Hardy from the get-go. After that, it was him and his character as Alfie. Funny. Peaky Blinders is also a historical fiction series, but it's originally from the UK. It's from Britain. It's set in Birmingham. You can watch it on BBC One or BBC Two. Those are the networks that it shows if you want to watch it. I loved Peaky Blinders. Peaky Blinders for me gets a 10 out of 10. And that is because I can't fault them. Action was there. Romance was there. Crime was there. Betrayal was there. Excitement was there. It was a roller coaster ride. And I am waiting for the next season. There are 5 seasons to this series. And I've watched all 5. And that's why I give them a 10 out of 10. Because from season 1 to season 5, it's been a lovely journey. It's definitely my top 5. Yeah, historical series as well. Anyway, moving on. The next show that we're going to be looking at is My Name is Earl. Absolutely love this show. It's a comedy. It's a American sitcom. It is definitely something light to watch. I couldn't stop catching myself just laughing, and just how bizarre and shocking the characters in this sitcom are, and it's hilarious. I can't say hilarious more, because when a comedy lives up to its genre as a comedy, it makes me so happy. I love it when I'm laughing through and through, because that's what I'm here for. It's a short episode. It's like 25 minutes. In that time frame, I need to laugh. I need to be feeling happy, and My Name is Earl makes me happy. It's actually an old series. Yeah, my cousin was judging me when I was telling her that I am watching My Name is Earl and that it's on this list, but it is what it is. I got introduced to it now, and I'm watching it now, and I wish I watched it sooner. If you want to watch My Name is Earl, you can watch it on NBC. I give My Name is Earl a 10 out of 10 because, like I said, as a comedy, I find it comical, and I enjoyed it. I have no negative remarks about it. The actors were great. The storyline, consistency also. They fill up the holes. They do their job. Okay, there's no, but what happened to this character? Or, but why this? But why that? The jokes are funny. They're not like, oh, but that's not quite funny. You're trying too hard. No. Next is Fleabag. Fleabag, wonderful. It's a comedy. It's a tragic comedy. It's dark. Fleabag is dark. It's also quite hectic. Like, I felt provoked. Guys, I felt provoked because this lady lives her life interestingly. It's basically based on the writer and the creator of the series, Phoebe. And it's comical in the sadness, because even though certain moments are funny, it's like, that's some hectic stuff that you be going through, or that's hilarious, but we shouldn't be laughing because that's also dark. But it's wonderful. I enjoyed it. Fleabag is a British series. You can get it or watch it on Netflix. I give it a 10 out of 10 because it is wonderfully written, effectively funny, thought-provoking. You know what vibe it gives me? It gives me a vibe of Shameless. 100%. It gives me a vibe of Shameless. So if you're into something that is almost like Shameless, this is the one for you. I really enjoyed Fleabag. I only watched the first season because that's the only thing that's out. It's a new series. I think it's also got released this year. Keep an eye on Fleabag. Next on the list is Rami. This show is based on the writer, and he also stars in the series, Rami Youssef. He plays as himself, but in the show, his name is Rami Hassan. He's an Egyptian-American young adult who is showing us life, how his life is, and what struggles and things he has to go through. It's very comical, so there's comedy, but there's also like drama, and I really enjoyed the series because he's Egyptian. There's a lot of Egyptian cast members, and I find it incredible because he's plugging his country, and we need to see more of Egyptian actors and other countries' actors. So I really liked that, and they spoke in their language, so it had English subtitles, some parts of the series, and I didn't even mind because it's so good, it's so gripping, and I like how the characters gel, like they're convincing. Rami's family is convincing that this legit is his family. Like everyone else's families as well, they're convincing that these characters are not just acting, but they actually might be these people in their homes, which is phenomenal. Rami Youssef, like I said, he writes it, he acts in it, and he helps direct it. He's very hands-on on this series. Originally, it's from America. Everything happened in America, but it takes a look on someone who's like Muslim. He's Muslim in the show. An Egyptian-American young adult growing in America. I gave it a 10 out of 10. There's also just one season out. Still waiting on the next season. You can watch it on Netflix. Last on my top 10 list is Chernobyl. I need a moment. Chernobyl is amazing. Chernobyl is phenomenal. Chernobyl is shocking. Chernobyl is thrilling. It is so close to my heart. I'm so sad, but so glad it's a mini series. There's only one season of this series. It's so good that you wish there was more, but when a story's done, it's done. At least they know how to, leave on good terms. Unlike, I ain't gonna say who, but 8 seasons in. 8 seasons in. She did this to us. But it's fine. Chernobyl is a historical drama, and it is based on the atomic explosion or nuclear power plant explosion that happened in the Ukraine Soviet Union in 1986. It is such an eye-opening series because after watching the series, I was like, what if this was to happen, in this country? Like, would people handle it the way the people then handled it? You know what I'm saying? Watch it and you'll get what I mean by handling of things. Watch the series. It's good. It's historical. So there's a lot of facts to a lot of the storyline, like what happened. Even though some parts of it are fictional, majority of it is factual. So watch Chernobyl. If you're in the US or if you want to use a US channel, it's on HBO. But also the UK, you can watch it on Sky UK. I definitely give Chernobyl a 10 out of 10, 100%. It was lovely. I'm sad it's a mini-series and it's over because I wish there was more, but it's based on specific events. So when the events finish, the series finishes. I thoroughly enjoyed it, feel educated. It was thought-provoking. I would recommend it to anyone of all ages, creed, anything, okay, gender or lack thereof, whatever, pointers. If you enjoy some good series where it's historically factual and there's drama, it's a thriller, watch it. Basically watch it. Lastly, I have a bonus. The bonus is Final Space. I've been watching Final Space. Well, I've just finished the season. There are 2 seasons for Final Space, and it's an animation, it's a comedy, and I thoroughly enjoyed this series. It's based in space, it's fictional, it's sci-fi, and the jokes are adult but childish. It's a lovely, quirky balance of just banter and stupidity. Final Space was created by Olan Rogers, and he is very hands-on on the series. He literally is one of the voices, the sound, animation, with the producing. There were other people who also contributed. Obviously, there always is. Like, I might be naming 1 or 2 people, but we all know it doesn't take 1 or 2 people to make a show. So I give it a 8 out of 10. Thank you guys for watching my video. I'm gonna have the list of all the series that I mentioned and my rating and how long the show is, so that you know if you want to watch it, if you need to like commit, if it's like an hour long or if it's 20 minutes long. I'm gonna provide you so that we can watch together. If you guys have any suggestions or any good series that you might want to suggest for me to watch or to me to watch, I would really appreciate it. Just put it in the comments and I definitely will get back to you if I watch it or if I have watched it and what I think about it. Until next time, stay safe.